Okay.
Any questions for Coach, please?
You had mentioned that there was rumors of this event coming to Fiserv. Just what went into the process of figuring all out and the date and how you guys were going to just put everything together?
We like the home and home with Wisconsin, and they did Kohl Center this year with a Florida match, and we've been dying to try and pull something like this off. We've sold out last time we were at our place, and we've been excited to try and make it happen, and we found a date that would work, and we gave it to the Fiserv people, and it looked like they could make it work, and so then it became, let's make this happen. So great support from Marquette, Fiserv, everybody's been on board. It's been awesome.
Ryan, with you guys making the Sweet 16, Wisconsin defending champs, Carthage back-to-back champs, Eau Claire at D3 level, they're the champs. What does that mean for the state of volleyball in this state and just kind of how it's growing and what's happening right now?
It's so good. Wisconsin volleyball is amazing. We have, I have no idea, but per capita and number of Division I players that go on to play volleyball, youth sport numbers just through the roof. Our viewership, we've gone from 200 to 1,200 campers in 9 years that I've been here, to walking into tournaments and seeing Marquette volleyball stuff all over the place. Has been amazing. It's a huge sport in the state, and people love to watch it here. I got grabbed 7 times on the way to come down here. Congrats, Coach, and can't wait to watch more. So very excited to play here, and I think it'll be an awesome environment.
And Coach, just going at that though, what does it mean for your group of girls who, I know it's a young team, but you guys are the second team in program history to make it to the Sweet 16. What does that mean for you guys?
So fun for them to, they come to basketball games to watch Marquette play, and they're in awe of the environment and love the support. And they get on a shuttle to come to this, 8 blocks. I think they could probably walk it if they wanted, but they hop on a shuttle and they're with Marquette students, and they pack a, few thousand person student section to cheer for Marquette, and now that's going to be for them. And so I think that means a heck of a lot to them.
You guys got a passionate fan base. UW equally as fervent fan base. How do you see the crowd for this one shaking out?
Well, I don't know how those logistics will work between the two schools and between Fiserv, but I sure hope we give a lot of our season ticket holders, our fans, our students, I hope we get first crack at it. And hopefully it's, 80% blue and gold and 20% red.
As you guys continue to advance in this year's tournament, obviously really tough test up next. What are you guys expecting as you continue to go through right now?
Well, we'll get a tough road environment at Texas, assuming that's how everything finalizes. And, we've played in tough road environments before. We've been at sellout Wisconsin, at sellout Creighton twice, and been in really competitive matches. And I think we learned a lot in all of those environments. We've taken something away from, each of our, I think it's 3 losses on the year, and learned and built on it. And so hopefully we continue to get better, play better in tight situations. And we'll have a tough test without a doubt. But I think they're ready and excited for it.
Ryan, sometimes with the NCAA tournament for basketball, they talk about the shooting background, and you see like all the ribbon boards and stuff like that because it's in a bigger environment. When you play the Badgers here at Fiserv, is it kind of getting used to that environment? And now you got Sweet 16 and getting bigger and bigger environments for tournament play and bigger things for Marquette volleyball in the future? Without
question, sight lines is a huge deal. It's very, very real in the sport of volleyball. What is your background, right? We play with a blue, white, and gray volleyball that shoots at you at 40 miles an hour over 7.5-foot net, right? So what's behind that. And you play in some venues where the walls are white, blue, and gray, and it's really hard to see. You play in white, you black wall, you play a team's logo, whatever's behind you, and then how it flies and airflow. You know, volleyball is not very heavy as opposed to a basketball, which probably keeps similar flight based on airflow. So that requires, if you can get a day, if you can get an hour, hour and a half, these NCAA tournaments give you, multiple practice sessions in an environment to just try and get a feel for it. And so we'll hope that, we can get a couple of practice sessions in here to get sight lines, to get airflow, and hopefully we get more than Wisconsin does.
Coach, with Creighton and you inside the NCAA tournament this year, what's just this game going to mean for Big East volleyball as your two programs, and we're seeing other programs in the conference just build up their status as volleyball continues to grow as a sport as well? Well,
we hope it's huge for the Big East. I mean, if the Big East is strong in the sport of volleyball, it only benefits us. It benefits RPI. It benefits their fan bases, their ability to recruit, and if the league gets stronger, that's better and better. Creighton and Nebraska play a similar back and forth situation that they've started to fill out arenas. I think for the sport of volleyball, it's equally as big, right? Can we play in environments in front of 17,000 fans on an annual basis? Can the Big East do that? Our sport's growing, and we just want to keep it growing.
And Coach, big test against Texas. I know it's early still, but what have you seen out of the Longhorns this year, and what do you expect out of that matchup?
I mean, they're pretty good. They're pretty physical. I'm sure they'll be comfortable in their home environment. But in volleyball, it's a race to 25. There's no clock. It's about how many points you can score. So, even as we approached Georgia Tech, our stance was, they're going to score 16, 17 kills. That's going to happen. It's, can we score a couple more? Can we get 16 or 17? I think that first set you saw, they had 16, we had 17. I'll get the numbers wrong, but in the second, I think that, they had 14, we had 16. And you just got to outkill somebody because they're going to get theirs. That's 100% certain. And so we just got to make ours happen. And hopefully you can squeak out a couple of aces and blocks along the way, and you get to 25 first. And that's the fun part about watching volleyball.
What was just the general reaction from the team and the people who are going to be returning next year when you were finally able to tell them that, hey, we're going to get a game at Fiserv next year?
Yeah, we when you tell them that, they have to process it, right? So they sit there in the locker room, and you get a couple smiles, and you get a couple, oh, wow, that's cool. You don't get a huge applause because they got to go, what does that mean, right? What's going to happen? And then you say, we're going to try and break the attendance record, 17,000. Let's get 17,300 fans at a volleyball game. And then, they just kind of look at you like, okay, right? And that's what makes them great. There's a whole lot of trust. And when I tell them things are for the better and for the fun and for the good of volleyball and the program, they smile and go, sounds great. And so I think it'll be very fun and exciting for them as it approaches. And then there's the whole element of once you show up and all those fans are there. And so we'll embrace those, try and get ready for them, and look forward to it.
Anything else for Coach?
It's huge. I'm from here, right? So I'm a Madison born and went to UW Milwaukee. I never thought I'd coach a volleyball match in front of over 17,000 people. So for me, it means a lot. Thank you.